Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Woo! Hello and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. Oh, we're here. We're getting that cover down because surprise. It's a hot, sunny day and we're feeling hot, aren't we, Amanda?
Really? It's pouring rain outside. I'm loving it. This is my type of weather.
Right. So tomorrow I am in Wisconsin. You're in Canada. So tomorrow it is going to be colder and rainy.
Hey, listen, because it's nice and cool out, I'm rocking a espresso martini mocktail.
Ooh.
Okay. Wait, now I'm nervous.
I would sing espresso, but you guys know it's going to think the actual song is playing when I'm singing, and we don't want to get demonetized. You know how it goes.
Dude, I just had like an existential crisis. It says espresso cocktail. Usually it says mocktail, but then here it says non-alcoholic. Because I already took a couple sips of it, and I was just about to say, it's got some kick.
Oh, yeah, that's
this, but it is
non-alcoholic. That's happened to me before. We're like, oh, shit.
Man,
what is this? It's too good to be true.
My sobriety for a Browntown episode. Anyway, check it out.
Although, if it were to ever happen, I would hope it would be on like a Sister Wives binge.
I want it to be Mary's fault in some way. Anyway, cheers.
No, I mean, just silly you. It's always Christine's fault.
Oh, sorry, that's right.
Always Christine.
Corey and see, we haven't talked in a few days, and we haven't even really been like on the grid for a couple of days. So this is going to be Chatterbox McGee. Sorry.
Amanda experienced like a true, I'll just say like a manic state high when I came on, and I went on for about 4 minutes, like, and Amanda just went this. She was like, "So in Browntown, we're gonna," I'm like. I came in a little hot. I get it. I came in hot. It's been a long weekend.
Fine.
And I have an extra energy boost Rockstar drink, so it's gonna be a pretty good show.
Oh my God. So I have my assistant's cousin is here. Can you hear me?
What?
My assistant's cousin is here. He's 13.
Amanda, you have like Euphoria High School downstairs.
He's like, can I bring my little cousin? And I was like, okay. So now there's a 9-year-old girl down there too. And then, honestly, when the 9-year-old walked in, I was like, oh, this is like a kid. I was expecting it to be like a toddler walking around my house. But 9, yes, like she get full conversations and stuff. But they're both down there.
Wait, hold on.
Like, Amanda. Whatever.
Okay, I love this, but I'm just wondering, like, okay, so you started with Teen 1, right? Assistant Teen 1.
Yeah.
Then Assistant Teen 1 went to Assistant Cousin 1.
Cousin of.
And now it's Assistant Cousin 1 plus 1.
Yes. Whatever.
Ooh, really okay.
I'm sending out a schedule at the beginning of every week and every day. So it's like
it's a 9-year-old
whoever shows down. What?
I hope you know where the 9-year-old's elementary school is when you have to go drop off their work schedule.
You know what? I just don't care. I had such a lazy, amazing weekend. I watched a million movies, which you guys are going to get to hear about. So anyway.
Well, guess what? I made up for about 7 lifetimes this weekend. We're going to talk about it. But you know what? Let's
do some housekeeping.
Yes, let's do it.
Great. We got a whole bunch of stuff.
I love all of you in the comments are like, oh shit, what if the 9-year-old shows up alone and is like, hi Amanda, can I play? And then you just pay the 9-year-old off. You're like, here's a 10, go.
Am I allowed to pay? I feel like it's legal. You can't pay You can't legal ages to work is 12. I looked it up the other day.
Well, I was like, this is okay.
So
you're basically like a foster home now.
Yeah,
you're like a daytime. Okay.
I'm Miss Hannigan.
You're the neighborhood rec center.
I guess.
You're Parks and Rec over there. You're Leslie Knope now. Okay.
They're keeping the dogs quiet down there while I'm recording. I don't really give a fuck. So
you don't care.
What do we got coming up this week?
Well, first of all, I'm a little afraid we are coming in hot because we have 62 people here and the comments are real slow. I think everyone's like,
they're on one.
Yeah, we haven't seen each other or talked in a while. All right, so coming up this week on Girl Dinner, we have this isn't right. Little teaser.
That was a good episode, though.
Okay, let's just throw it up. Guess what we record dead already, right, Amanda? That we're going to talk about.
We didn't record this one. We decided to go with John Benet Ramsey.
I know. I was joking.
Oh, okay.
But we'll give you a little preview of that one. Yeah.
We cracked.
Or shall we call it the Burke Ramsey case? If you know, you know. But this week, leftovers part 4, I believe. Right?
Yeah, it's a good one too.
It was a good one. It was a good one. Coming up on Total Request Podcast, The Middle, Hex on a Plane. Oh, to be a mother and a supportive husband.
Right? Yeah.
And also coming up on Patreon is season 13, episode 9 of Sister Wives, Cody's Secret Plan Part 2. It's pretty cool. He likes surprising his wives, and they love it too.
I love a surprise from a man.
And if you love even more Sister Wives and you love Dr. Adam, check out the Sister Wives Professor. Last week, we joined Dr. Adam and talked all about the Plaths. And I love that he included Lydia Plath's poof. It's like she has that type of hair that's like that corn, silky, overbrushed.
Yeah. Never touched by toxins or chemicals.
No. And Barry Plath, that stud.
Yeah, he's looking great. And check me out over on Pod in the City, where we are doing our very last live weekly roundup this Wednesday. Now that if you guys want to go check out the last weekly roundup, it was such a shit show that it led to all good things, but we've revamped. So check us out every Wednesday or this Wednesday at 12 for our last live one. And then every Friday we go live and we talk about the end, just like that episode travesty that will have just aired. I'm also listening to the Writers Room podcast, which if anyone's watching it just like that, if you hate watching it, I really recommend you check out that Writers Room podcast because it is. I've never heard anything like that. I've never heard
the casting errors alone that you and Joan and other podcasts are talking about is like, where have you been writing your own show?
Yeah, it's the way that it's just a podcast of them just jerking themselves off about how great the show was. Meanwhile, every episode is worse than the last one. They're like, this is really deep what we just wrote. So anyway, check us out.
Oh, yikes.
That's it.
All right. Well, should we jump into some hot topics, Amanda? Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Oh, they changed all the interface. Here we go. Okay.
All right, Amanda. Well, I know you said you had like a cool kind of just self-care relaxing last weekend and you had some nice little company, right?
The cats, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I took Mama Gray to a foster event over in Signal Hill. My mom and this is her afterward. My mom and Ron met us there. My mom beat everyone there, including all the volunteers of the foster company. She was already there, locked and loaded. So dropped.
She's there at rope drop.
Ron wandered around. Then we went to Marshall's, ran into Auntie Twyla and Uncle Bill. It was a fucking family affair. And then they didn't recognize me because my hair.
Let me guess. Hey, stranger, what are you doing here?
No, I got a hey kid. That's my Uncle Bill. Hey kid, what's up, kid?
Oh, a kid. I
Hannah.
love an uncle that says kid.
Yeah. I like Uncle Bill. Anyway, then at the foster event, she got a lot of action. And then the guy in charge of the cats at the foster event let me know that if you can see her ears at the top of her ears. It's hard to kind of tell here, but they're like cropped like straight across. And I assumed that was done by the vet after she got like a vaccine or she got spayed or something. No, it turns out that she had frostbite, and that's just something she endured in the 1 year that she has to live. So this cat story is getting sadder and sadder by the day. We get there, her 2 kittens are there. How long have I had the cat? 2 weeks. We put her in with the kittens, hissing akimbo. We had to take her out. They didn't want her.
Okay. I like fully imagine like a Dumbo and the mom reunion,
No,
like the lions and the tigers like running towards their former trainer.
No, she tried to groom them, and they were like, "Get the fuck away from me, mom."
Oh, they're teenagers now.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, you fucking bitch.
But anyway, but she's back with me, and yeah, this was her and Sully laying on the couch afterward. It was just so cute.
Oh, you mean Captain
all ears? Don't say anything about that. Anyway, how was your weekend?
Well, wake me up inside. By the way, I have been singing that all weekend because last week so weekend update. Here we go. This will be on some sort of episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of when you told that story. I think it's on
that we recorded. No, it would have been Friday because the accident happened on Thursday, I believe.
There was an accident. Everyone's okay.
So last week, my husband Adam, God, that's still so weird to say. I don't like saying that. Whatever. He was driving on the Beltline in Wisconsin. If you're familiar, it's like the main thing. He got on, was driving home, and a big platform semi in front of him truck had all these tractors strapped down on it to go to like a tractor. I don't know, whatever the fuck they do. More guys hiss on jerk off about tractors. And a strap busted right in front of him, and an entire tractor flew off and hit his car. He drove over it and totaled his car on the side of the road. And then it went down the road, and some woman, I hope she's okay. But anyway, it was a whole thing.
Hey, good thing you didn't have anything big planned for the weekend, though, right?
Right. So leading up to, so we're like, okay, yeah. And we didn't even think about that part. So we get home and we're like, okay, well, we're going to need a rental because, oh shit, that's right. On Friday last week, my first surrogate baby that I delivered for her 2 dads in Spain came to visit, and it's the first time I've seen them.
They
they're Spanish.
They lived there originally?
Yes, they're from Spain.
Wow. It's so expensive for them. For this international.
Exactly. Yes. So so she came with one of her dads and her uncle and his husband, and the 3 of them came to visit. She just turned 11, and they came to Chicago to visit. So we now live in Wisconsin, and we're like, okay, well, this will be great. We have a Ford Explorer. We can get, the 4 of us, me, Adam, the 2 kids, at least dad and daughter. I don't want to use their names just in case you're like, whatever. But now, we only have a 4-seater car. So it was like a whole fucking thing. We didn't get a car. There was a lot of public transportation, a lot of whatever.
I spent all the whole weekend asking. I was like, you got the rental? How's the rental? You got to get that rental.
Right. So we couldn't get the rental because they didn't have any rentals in the Wisconsin greater area, which is like not even that far from other bigger cities. No more than a compact sedan available. So that was fun. So we were like dealing with like totaled car. The other insurance company towed it to a place that doesn't have a body shop. And then they were like, well, hey, you guys are going to have to pay to get that towed and fixed. And we're like, fuck you. So anyway, it was a whole to do. The Airbnb was fucking awful, but like it was like such a, okay, I'm not going to cry because I have like cried so many happy tears. Okay.
You probably like needed this. You needed a little reset, I think.
Yeah, it was like, honestly, it was almost like a movie. So we came into Ogilvy train station in Chicago, and they were taking a train from their Airbnb in Lakeview, and we like saw each other in the train station and ran and like hugged, and I got to meet,
That's so
daughter, and she's
cute. That's
amazing. And she's
wild.
she's so beautiful and so smart. And like she's like pretty much fluent in English, and she's like so fearless. And like she goes to like summer camp, and she like sails, like she knows how to like put up a sail, and they sail in the Mediterranean Sea, and like she's just so amazing.
Oh my god. It's like Mamma Mia.
It is. And so Paige and Charlie, my kids, were 4 and 5 when she was born, and now they're 15 and 16. So they all got to meet, and it was amazing. Like my daughter, like their daughter, and them kind of bonding in a way. And it was really neat.
You should have
meeting
some pictures up here. I guess you don't want to dox them.
Yeah. Like her dad has been kind of like an outspoken activist for like female reproductive rights and adoption surrogacy in Spain. And there's a lot of like political things going on there. So I'll like post some things here and there. But
crying in the chat.
Yeah, it was like it was unbelievable. And there were a lot of nerves and apprehension kind of going into it, because when I did the surrogacy 11 years ago, I was with a different husband, right? Like it was kind of like that process was with someone else, although he wasn't obviously like very active in the process. Yeah. But like them meeting Adam and like just like the things they like said, and were like, oh my gosh, like you could just tell he loves you and he's so sensitive. And they just like they picked up on a lot of things that were really like impactful, that like even with somewhat of a language barrier, like things that they were able to like see within our like family unit of 4 now, and just like how the kids are with Adam. And it was just great. And I got a little tea. So okay, dads, I'll just say dads, like sister wives, dad's brother-in-law. So his husband, or his brother's husband, it works in like resort asset management, where like they go in, you know, they like make it a fabulous place, and then they get investors, they make a lot of money. So he does that in the like luxury hotel area. And so we were talking about White Lotus, because he was telling me about all these fabulous places where they stay, and I'm like, ugh, like what I would do to be born and a beautiful gay man. But he said the next White Lotus, maybe Mallorca, Mykonos, and then there's another location I did write down, because of course Paige and I are like taking notes so we wouldn't forget. So little tea, and it's going to be amazing. And he did hear, I'm like, did you hear anything about the cast? Like, give me something.
Like the two that had an affair. Oh, the new cast. Okay.
Oh, no. Just like anything, even in the past. I wasn't even thinking new. But he did say that the only thing he can think of that stands out in his mind is that even like resort management, whatever, he heard down the line that Jennifer Coolidge is just like the most amazing, gracious, humble. Like he was saying something like with her room, like she wouldn't like accept more or something like that. So I just thought it was like really neat. I'm like, oh, I love knowing that, just like about someone. Nice. So I'm sorry that's so much about myself. I'm sorry, but it was an amazing weekend. And yeah, like I got bracelets that kind of match, that say something for me, Paige, and her. Even though like I'm not her mom, she doesn't like look at me as her mother, but we have a great, like, it's just a great bond, and to know that we can keep in touch, and like my kids can, you know, see her, and they can communicate and study abroad, and it's just it's like really fucking awesome. And I just want to put this disclaimer out there: if you were ever interested in like surrogacy stuff like that, like if you are legitimately in the process, like I don't want to just like go into it and answer just like random questions people have, but if you're like legitimately in the process and that's something that you sincerely want to do, please reach out to me, because you know, I've been a surrogate. I have like used an agency myself. I have worked with 2 fertility groups, and I want you as an intended parent or surrogate to go to a place that's really going to like
take care of you. So reach out to me, and I would love to just kind of give you a couple places that would be great for you. I'll just leave it at that.
Good. And you can sway people away from the bad ones.
Yeah, because there absolutely are, as there are in any place. But it's amazing and it was beautiful. And thank you for letting me just go on and on and on, because this is like my first time just kind of like decompressing and getting it out. And it's
I'm glad you had a good weekend. Like, honestly, like it's been a lot of go
stress.
Go. Yeah, it's been a rough.
And when I tell you the amount of sweat, Amanda, like the amount of sweat, any of you in the Midwest, or Amanda, like we're in Canada, right? So like think 3-4 days ago, it was over 102 degrees in Chicago. And we had to sit outside and we had to walk. And it was like, the reason I'm not showing you pictures. Okay, yes, privacy, but also full wet ponytail. And then Paige is like, oh, put it in a bun back there. You want to guess the size of the bun, the wet bun? It was like the size of a baby's thumb. Like in the back of my head. It's awful.
Yeah, you gotta stay inside.
There were no seats. We were at
no
in Chicago. Babe. Yeah, real no bueno, babe. And not only are like you with people you don't always see, it's got to be 3 cultured, brilliant, beautiful gay men. You know what I mean? I'm like, of course. I couldn't feel like more shit about myself.
The heat
sweat through.
The heat makes them hotter. The heat makes them like glow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it makes them more attractive. You're like, a little trickle of sweat.
Not so much.
Meanwhile, Paige at one point took her napkin to catch my sweating drips.
Oh God. Yeah. Man.
Good. Real good. Okay. Sorry about that. So moving on. Let's get into what's coming up here. Okay.
Let's. Oh wait. Oh, we are. Are we in Hot Topics? Yeah, we're in Hot Topics. Okay. Jesus Christ.
We are.
Bachelor in Paradise.
Bachelor in Paradise. I mean, okay. I started watching it. Amanda, get back into it. Like we had that one magical summer though with Grocery Store Joe. When he got engaged to Serena with that big dumb ox Aaron and Noah Herb and his chick. Remember, she was like half deaf and they like make out all the time.
No, I don't remember any of that. That's right when I moved to Canada, so I was not in a good place.
Okay, well, it's back and I'm watching. Now we're only at the point where it's on like one night a week for an hour or two. We haven't hit the Monday through Friday live coverage 3 hours a night. Thank you guys. So Bachelor in Paradise this season has not only, the younger people who are all going there who are like, I mean, I just want to, meet someone so I can like put my walls down and, just put my walls down and fall in love. And then they're like, oh my God, you are hot and you love to drink water too. It's like, we're the same person. And now like they're engaged. But next week or this week now, they're turning into the Goldens are coming. The older menopausal woman. Dare I remind you of this weekend?
Are they supposed to be like possibly hooking up with the younger ones? Are they like intermingling?
They're fucking each other.
Oh, really? No segregation.
Yes.
Segregation over.
Not that I know of. And I believe these two. Now, you do know this woman, but you wouldn't recognize it because she's gotten some more filler, maybe some sort of a face, something in the past couple seasons. He was on last season.
Oh, I keep forgetting there was a Golden Bachelor
with Joan, and I think these two are fucking supposedly.
Okay, I like that.
So they're making their way down to the beach. But I think the reason they can do that now, well, we have the Golden Bachelor, but they've moved to a new beach, Amanda. It's no longer that beach that has like play sand where it's like brown, or it's like dirty sand. They've moved to Costa Rica at a resort, and they can sleep in air-conditioned rooms.
Yeah, because I got to tell you, when I'm in a hot room, the last thing I want to do is even touch another person.
Oh,
I'm not horny.
Or have a camera in my face as I'm eating endless amounts of pico and tortilla chips that I get for free while I'm filming.
While you're wearing
I
a
don't
bathing
think so.
suit.
Well, I mean, that's not happening because I have a beach towel wrapped around me here. Yep, one-piece suit, beach towel wrapped around, pillow on my lap, and up on a bar, arms here. Sorry. I saw Peter in the chat, and I wanted to I'll kind of jump around here because there's a couple things I want you to watch. So check out Bachelor in Paradise.
That woman was Leslie, by the way. I feel like we should have said who that was. It was Leslie, because for people just listening. It was
Leslie.
Leslie. The one that he picked Teresa over her, but I think she sidestepped a huge landmine, in my opinion.
Gary. Oh, yeah, Gary. I don't think Gary's doing well. Gary might have. Now, you guys, sometimes men lie, and apparently Gary's one of them.
Sometimes the little things come out of the woodwork about a year or two.
But it's not a big deal. I mean,
no, it's the little things.
Also, Love Island is ending. I didn't watch it. I don't have any spoilers for you. However, my daughter's watching it, and there's
Which
like a big thing. No, Love Island.
Oh, Love Island. Okay.
The one hosted by Ariana from Vanderpump.
No.
And there's like a big thing where like some chick, Huda,
yeah.
turns some. Oh, you know this? You're watching it?
I mean, yeah. I know because of TikTok. This is like the big thing.
Okay, so Huda like friend zoned some guy, but she was the bitch to him, and he still wanted to be with her or something. There's a whole thing. Want to add? Do you know anything?
I think it was like, well, I don't know. Did more stuff happen? I know a couple of things happened with Huda. Like, it's like she was like really like getting it on with one guy, but then the audience votes for him to be with some other girl, and then she gets pissed off. And then there's like a couple memes with her where somebody's
the audience has to vote?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know that either. But like some girl's talking to her, and she's talking about like where the guy took the other girl on a date. She's like, where did they go on the date? And the other girl's like, oh, they went for a walk on the beach. And Huda's like, my dream date, of course. Like, this is literally the only thing there is to do here. Then there's another one where she's talking to some other guy it's like a friend of a guy she's dating. And she's like, I'm a mommy. You've heard this one, right?
Oh,
like, I'm a mommy. No. And he's like, Mamacita. Oh, yeah. She's like, I'm a mommy. And he's like, you mommy? And she's like, I'm a mommy. And he's like, Mamacita. And she's like, ha, ha, ha. No, but I'm a mommy. And he's like, mommy of what? That's like the meme.
That's great. Like, of your favorite club song? Like, you own it?
Anyway, I don't watch
it. She has like actual children.
Yeah.
She has actual children.
Yeah.
She calls herself
She's a mommy. And that's how she decided to break that news. Weird.
Okay, I'm a mom, and that would kill my boner.
I'm a mommy.
Like, I don't even like saying I'm just, but yeah, if I'm going on a date on I want a hot walk on the beach. I mean, like, I've had an episiotomy, huh? Just saying. Like,
what's that?
What the fuck?
Ooh. Oh, yeah, and I think somebody got kicked off for saying something racist. That's right. This show, I mean,
yes. Paige told me about that.
The show is intimidating. Yes, and it just said, like, this person left in the middle of the night. And that's all.
It was something that she had said about the shape of her eyes.
Ah, nice.
I will not repeat it. Just like we will never wish someone's friend named Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Last initial G. We won't wish him a happy birthday.
We were so earnest back then.
So naive. Just little bebés. Also, I wanted to mention that I had no idea until I went, again, I was just like completely in another planet, didn't look at my phone, not looking at updated podcasts, anything. And I opened my phone and I see on my list, I hope you appreciate all of this. Look at it from the top down. That Real Housewives
from the fryer. That's nice.
Real Housewives of Orange County is back. I saw Watch What Crappens is recapping, and I haven't been watching any of the shows that Crappens recap. So I was like, oh my God, yay. And also,
you can listen to all their VPR stuff now.
I know. That's why I'm so pumped.
Oh, Justine told me there is a Spotify playlist. I don't listen to podcasts on Spotify, but somebody did make a playlist on Spotify of everyone that is available, because some got lost in the ether, but in order, there is one. I can send it to you.
Oh my God. I was
know.
just going to say, that's
I
why I
know,
went on
girl.
there and I was like, oh, I'm going to have to scroll through like literally 4,000 shows to find it.
No, I know.
But
Because some of them are listed Pump Rules and some of them are listed Vanderpump. I've gone through it. So when Justine said that, that's how you get it. Spotify playlist. And then also, yeah, I actually started saying this at the beginning of the episode and then I sidetracked myself. But yes, Corey and Carly's most recent episode of Surviving Sister Wives is the Nachos chapter. I listened to it while I was walking a dog last night.
I know. It's like, this is like the perfect list. Just go down this list. So there's Crappens, Orange County, Corey and Carly, right? Becoming Sister Wives, From the Fryer, Tacos at Wedding. And then you could say like maybe sometimes I like to de-stress or have insomnia and can't fall asleep. So you can see one of my podcasts is Brown Noise and Deep Sleep Music, followed by another one of my passions, the Lori Daybell from Behind Bars.
A great lineup you got here.
Like when I say I was excited, I was pretty excited.
I found a couple new podcasts this week too. I don't remember what they were, but I did find a couple. I was on I watched The Hours, and then I found a podcast about The Hours, and then that made me listen to this podcast, and then that made me listen to this podcast. But anyway, I was on a whole like ADHD trip this weekend. It was lovely. Ooh. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Well, do you want to talk about The Hours now, or wait a little bit?
Oh, no. I forgot that it's on the list. No, I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Do you want to talk
something else? Yes. Right when I kind of tapped back into reality, Amanda sent me this text message last night. You know, we'll send each other here and there.
So good.
TikToks, Reels, whatever. And I see Amanda sends me a link to Reddit.
Sent that to me. And like, as I was reading this, by the way, my client, the border collie who I had to like kick out of daycare, he's so much better now. I just walk him an hour a day and he's so much happier. But as that was happening, she clicked in and she's like, hey, if it's raining, you can just play with him inside. And it was just such a funny juxtaposition of like these screenshots.
Okay. So, by the way, guys,
I posted the link to this Reddit post that we're about to talk about at the very top of the comments here. Look at me. Click on that and you can, but this is outrageous. And it's a Reddit thread about a girl who this is her first pet sitting on Rover.
I didn't know it was her very first ever.
Yeah, that's why she was like, well, I can't get a bad review because those reviews, like, you are begging for reviews.
Sure.
And, like, you get like star status if you have like a certain amount, and like you have to do all this shit. Like, you can't get a bad review. You don't want a bad review on like a pet sitting
especially
thing.
Your first. Yeah.
Yeah. So she this girl's kind of between a rock and a hard place because I don't know what I would have done either.
Yeah. Okay. You are not prepared. All right. So when you sent this at first, I'm like, okay. And honestly, I sent this to a couple people. I'm like, okay, you guys think I'm uptight and anxious? Like, this is uptight and anxious. So this seems to be, it's probably like a single couple, no kids, has their dog. And I'm just going to like throw some of these up just to like give you an idea. Because at first you're like,
I can tell you, looking at this right now, I can already tell you what her first mistake was, is giving them her personal. You don't take it off the app. Do not take this shit off the app.
Okay. So at the top, I mean, first of all, the fact that she has 838 messages unread behind, I'm like,
no. The battery's at 50%. So,
and this is a weekend that this woman is watching this dog. So if you look up at the top, it says like a scroll of 9 of 20 and all this stuff. So here is owner. Once you get upstairs, please let us know once you give him fresh water up there. You can turn off all the lights downstairs as well. That's at 9:17. 13 minutes later. Thank you. Please let us know when you get upstairs and give him fresh water and send us up a pic in bed, smiley face. 9 minutes later. Can you also put the bathroom door downstairs all the way open? Sitter replies yes. In the same minute. You'll send us a pic when you guys are in the bed upstairs. She sends a picture of the dog. Okay.
Here's the thing, though, the psycho person, I can also tell the added level here where it makes it a little more complicated for me is that they're being so overly nice and almost apologetic, like the way we text to each other.
Yes.
So like, I don't hate.
And you're trying to be like, yep, cool.
Right, you're trying to create a boundary.
Okay, so here, this is, probably same day, 1:46 p.m. or next day. Owner, thank you. Again, 10 minutes later? He went out last night at 10:30, right? Sitter responds, no, he's been out since, I think, around the time I gave him the bone. Sorry, forgot to text. In the same minute. It's okay. Yes, please remember to text us when you go out a door.
And here's the thing, like I've dealt with clients like this, and like, what can you do? Like, what can you do?
Well, she's there now with the fuck. That's the problem, is that she's there. Yeah. And she's there with the dog.
I would rather this, I guess, than the pet being clearly abused, but like, but we're gonna get to a punchline in a second here, though, guys. Don't worry.
No, this was like even earlier. It's owner. You can park in front of our gate if there's no street parking. This is the girl just getting there. Hey, I got in and just fed him, took him out, going to clean his dish and play if he wants. Within the same minute, no play after he eats. Did you not take a picture of him eating? You said you would? Question mark.
God.
Sorry, I totally blanked. I took pics of him just not eating. 2 minutes later. Okay, you haven't sent any pics. Brownie face. And then this sitter is just taking a picture of a dog eating food out of a bowl. Like,
okay, here's another tip if you're going to be a pet sitter. You need to send, I will assault
preemptively.
People. No, like they won't have a second to even like think about.
They're deleting their own dog's picture when you send it. Like,
enough, Amanda.
Yeah, I'm at work. Just a reminder, I'm at work.
My minimum per dog that I send out a day, to the ones that come daily, are 21. I send out 21 pictures a day, even if they're here for 2 hours.
Now here's the kicker. So I'm reading through this, and there's probably like 15 photos of insane, like one page after the next. She's asking, at one point she tells the sitter, yeah, since it's the weekend, you can just stay upstairs and play with him all day in bed, like giving her permission to go and get food to eat, showing the dog actually receiving and eating the treat as if she's going to lie or something. So I'm reading through all this. I'm getting fired the fuck up. And then I'm reading the comments on Reddit. And in that time, I see when I'm like, oh, this is funny. I got to send this to Amanda. She's going to die laughing.
But I had also sent you a whole bunch of texts in a row before this.
Right. And I'm in the Reddit thing. I'm reading and I was like, oh, screenshot. I'm sending this to her. I was like, oh, I'm going to make you laugh so hard. Send it to Amanda. And then she's like, yeah. I scroll up to see in the time that I'm texting her reading, Amanda has sent me the exact same comment in Reddit, circled,
we both
same color to each other, saying,
of course it's a doodle. Which it was literally my first, when I first saw the picture, I'm like, oh, it's a doodle. It's a doodle owner.
I just knew in that moment, I'm like, oh, of course, Amanda's like, be like, there's some fucking doodle.
I also love to razz Jodie that she has a doodle. It's just like such a typical.
Oh no, I get it from everyone. Everyone's like, it's not really a dog. I mean, the dogs next door that those are dogs. Vicious dogs. Anyway, so yeah, check out that Reddit thread. It is worth it. It's
so funny. And the comments are, and people are like, I don't really know any advice to give you either. But you can see as the pet sitter, as the days are going on, at first she's like,
thumbs up.
Yeah, it's getting to K.
Yeah. Can I go out to eat? It'll take about 60 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll text you as soon as I come back. And they're like, I don't know.
Here's another thing. This is why you got to do a meet and greet first. But sometimes I feel like you might not be able to tell that person was going to be that psycho after a meet and greet, but you got to do a meet and greet. Because like some people really can be fucking psycho.
Okay, so other things to check out. I love that you guys are like, oh, give us more of your podcast recommendations. We should do that. That should be like a girl dinner episode.
There's one that is like, it's called Female Driven, and it's two girls. It's relatively new, but they talk about movies that are like very female centric. That's how I found The Hours. I found them like, but they're both very funny and smart. And so they'll talk about movies that are.
Wait, you said it was two women?
Yeah, so it's not that funny. It's not as funny as
I think you should talk to Jerry Seinfeld and Jess Olek. I think they're going to disagree with you. Tell you what, I was digging deep. I think we were talking about this on another episode too about we have literally probably a million things to watch at any moment in time, but yet I will scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and like not find anything that I want to watch. I went into the reason I went into it. I was looking for something to watch, and we were geeking out when we wanted to see if the car accident would be on the local news. Surprise, like you can't even watch local news anymore. Remember the other day when I was like, I kind of just miss turning on channel 2 and like
you got no choice.
Yeah, Dr. Phil's on People's Court, or like just put it on. I just like put something on for me.
When it comes down to it, I really only need about 45 seconds of content before my meal is inhaled.
Until I inhale my meal. Yes. Just give me Judge Judy. I don't care. Yes. My food is hot. I want to eat it. And then I want to put a blanket and a pillow on top of me and feel really tiny.
Oh, listen to this. Alicia just had been listening to Thread Talk podcast, and it's great. They're a couple based in Canada, and they read Reddit threads like AM. Oh, ask me anything, probably. I assume.
Ooh, I love that.
Am I the asshole?
Ooh, I love that.
Thread Talk.
Or am I overreacting?
Hey, guys, give more. Give more.
But listen, I'll tell you what people are sleeping on. And I just really quickly went in this morning and took a screenshot. So this is not a good representation of it. But I'm telling you guys, for free on Tubi, the fucking weird Tubi app that has like nothing on it.
Yeah.
If you go into there,
everyone makes fun of Tubi.
Yeah, I know. But again, that's why I was like, there's got to be some shitty local news on Tubi that I can like pull up, right? Pull up documentaries. And if you scroll on there, I probably bookmarked 30 of them that I've never seen, never heard of, or really good ones that like you have to.
There was a Wicked documentary, The Real Story.
Well, like you would see like Dear Zachary's on here. There's like that one right above the Playboy one that I haven't watched. That's like the guy who pretends to be like a yoga master. Like he knows he's pretending to do it. And I think he like creates kind of like a cult the whole time. He's like, look how I don't know the whole thing. I haven't seen it. But anyway, yeah, check out Tubi. Free documentaries.
Oh, I have a couple of things podcast to recommend. Is that okay?
Ooh, okay, let's hear them.
Did I interrupt you in the middle of a sentence? It sounded like you were wrapping it up, and then it sounded like I interrupted you.
That was perfect.
Great.
Perfect.
Okay, movies that made us gay. And Erica was just randomly on the Sex and the City movie the other day, and she was so funny on it. So check that out. Another one is Script Daddy. It's these two writers, a guy and a girl, a gay and a girl, and they both will get, they're writers, and they take screenplays of movies and they like read the whole screenplay, and then they go through the movie and talk about like how well it translated to the screen, and like so they did like Bridesmaids, and like they just read little segments out of the actual screenplay and talk about like how well that, like if the director chose that or if that was actually in the script. So that's really good. Oh, good. A car alarm is going off.
Someone's stealing your car.
Yep. And then another
it's probably the 9-year-old.
Probably my car. And then another one I just found was Nothing New, a remake podcast. And this is two guys, but I believe they're gay. I don't listen to straight male podcasts other than Blank Check and Dead Boys. But they
were like, you only need to, because like that overstrates everything else. Don't worry about it.
But Nothing New, they'll take a movie and then also discuss their remake. So I listened to like West Side Story. They did the original and then the remake, and then they compare them.
That's so weird you said that. I started singing West Side Story. Okay, I'm like truly admit I can't believe I just said that. I'm like admitting what a nerd I am.
What's wrong?
Ew, I'm like, I just like found myself saying that out loud. Okay, it's public shame now.
I want you to sing it.
I found myself singing like When You're a Jet. That when there were some birds fighting over the bird feeder last night. They're like swooping in. I was like, oh.
It's a rumble. It's a rumble.
It's a rumble for the sunflower seeds. God.
Podcast is all over the place. You need to talk about Destination something.
Yes. So this came up last week and everyone was like, oh, is that good? It's Denny. There he is. Jeffrey Dean Morgan hosts Destination X. Where the X are we? And guys, it's getting pretty good. We're getting near the end. Peter, the pilot from The Bachelor, is still hanging in there. There were some pretty cutthroat, surprising eliminations in the past couple of weeks, and we're nearing the end, and there's a little love connection going on. So I think we're down to 4 contestants. It's on Hulu. It's really fucking good. I think it's on maybe like Monday nights, so it'll be on Hulu tomorrow. It's real. I love it. It's kind of a mix of The Amazing Race mixed with like Survivor, and they're mixed with like Road Rules. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really good.
It's hosted by Denny Duquette.
Yes, and there's just enough of him. Like, they don't try to like shove him down your throat doing stupid shit. Like, he just like rolls up in his sunglasses and he's like,
I get him mixed up.
Hey,
oh, sorry,
Peter. Looks like you're off the map.
He's
like
hot.
he's just like. Oh yeah, like that's supposed to be the thing.
It seems like he's got like a short king. I get him mixed up with the guy from No Country for Old Men, the bad guy. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Javier Bardem.
Yeah,
they look alike.
Spanish King.
Short king. I don't know. Everyone's really okay. You got Balloon Boy.
Yes, another one coming up. I mean, what?
Is it a doc about it?
Okay, well, I have a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm so geeked up, and this happened because I was off the grid for the weekend. I come back, I go on the TV, and now I'm like, my mind is blown. Yeah, it's like the first time someone's seeing an iPhone after the release from prison. That was a bad analogy. This weekend was not prison, but coming up on Netflix, you know how they're doing all of these train wreck series?
Yeah,
there was like Trainwreck Astro World, Trainwreck. There was like the fire festival.
The mayor of Toronto. There was a train wreck of him.
Watched that one. Then there was a Project X. Did you watch that one about the girl in Holland?
To, and then I got my ADHD kicked in.
People are not the Netherlands. People are way too cool there. They're like, yes, like the town was like fucking trash, but by morning, it was all cleaned up. Like, it's pretty fucking amazing. Like, I'd do it again. Right. But tomorrow on Tuesday, they are doing Trainwreck Balloon Boy. If you remember Balloon Boy, this was Richard Heen and his wife. He had 3 sons. They were originally on Wife Swap, and he was like extreme weather chaser. He wanted to be on reality TV.
They were originally on Wife Swap?
Yes, they were on Wife Swap first. So when this was happening, I remember having, like, I think Charlie was like a baby. I remember like having the 2 kids home, and I had CNN on for like hours watching Balloon Boy. What is going to happen to Balloon Boy? And the family had said that their son, they have 3 boys, and they have like weird names. Like the one who went missing was Falcon, and then it was like Atreyu and Valcor, or some fucking weird Jedi dorks. The balloon, this weather balloon's flying through, it lands. There's like, all these people chasing it, helicopters, like, oh God, clear the airspace because the kid's in it. It lands, there's no kid in it. They go back to the house, and then it's like the kid turns up, and he was hiding in the garage. And then when they get him on the Today Show, they start asking questions.
God, I remember this. This is such a visceral memory.
Oh, I mean, like, I lived it. I was,
I haven't thought about them in years.
I was like dropping eggs left and right watching this. I was so in. And the kid said, he's like, I was hiding in the attic, and I did it so that we would get a TV show. Oh, no. And they were like,
from the mouths of babes,
we're cutting out phone call, capping all ears, and then I think he got jail time, and they had to pay restitution, pay everything back. But here's the kicker: this documentary is the family. Like, the family is doing it.
All
like
right.
Their side, and they're like, no, Richard is not what you think. It's not what everyone seems to be. It's not what happened. And I was like, oh, cool. So it only took you like 15 years to come up with a good cover story.
All right. Maybe we can
okay.
use a girl dinner if it's good.
I would love it. Okay, I have 2 more things, Amanda, and then I swear I know you have like amazing stuff. I'm all geeked
No,
up.
I don't.
Another show. There's only 1 episode. I have to wait until there's 2 episodes because I will die. This is a show I have been praying for since I was probably at least 25 years. I've talked about it before. A long time ago, PBS put out a series. They've had like Victorian Slum House. They've had like Revolution, or they also had like a colonial whatever. It's like they take people, families, they make them live as that era for like a year, like legitimately close everything. And guess what? Okay, look at this. Back to the Frontier. I believe it is on Max or HBO Max.
All right.
And they're doing it. And there's 1 episode out, and they have all different kinds of families. They have, I believe this is 2 gay dads. I don't know because I haven't watched it, but the previews made it look like that. And then they have, it's going to be interesting because they have like people of color on the show. So I don't know like how they're going to do that. I don't even know the time area. It's just looks amazing. And what ends up happening, at least in the past, when I would dork out and watch these PBS shows, like the families grow and bond together in a way that like most of the parents are like, I would have never had this opportunity to like know my kids in this way and them know me, and just the families working together. It's just, it's like a real-time Oregon Trail, and I'm super excited, and it's wholesome. And if you like that kind of shit, check it out.
Because I always I feel like we've done a couple little things on TRP where it's like people having to like, what was that one with the butler? I enjoy stuff like that where people have to kind of act.
Yeah, like they have to like give up all their phones, and they are really like, at least the ones in the past PBS, and I'm guessing this is similar. Like you really do, like you don't talk to your family for a year. You're out there, and like if you get hungry and starve, like you got to find your stuff. If you're cold, whatever. And the PBS one, I remember like 1 couple ended up getting divorced after. 1 couple, there was like this really hot guy and his wife. And so it was like him and his dad, and then like set it up. And then when his fiance came, and they got married on the show, and the dad left, and they like made their whole like newlywed first year, like building this cabin and stuff. And I did stalk them later, and they have like 3 like fucking gorgeous children, and it's really cool. So check that out.
All right.
And last but not least, everybody. Oh, Amanda, don't you act like you don't know some Backstreet, because someone was looking for Vegas tickets.
I was looking for Vegas tickets. I'm thinking about, now we'll see how much my high goes with this, but for $1,100, I could get flights and a hotel on the Strip for 3 days. Is that okay? Is that a good price?
$1,100, 3 nights, hotel on the Strip.
Doesn't include the ticket, which is like about $300 for a ticket.
How much are the tickets?
$300 to $250 each. So for $1,500, I could do this trip, but it would have to be by August 24th. I could go the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. I can go those 4. That's the only days I could possibly go.
Where are the $250 seats?
Like frontish.
Oh,
but I don't really think it matters where you sit there. I would just get the cheapest ticket ever. I'm gonna see if John would come with me because he lives in Phoenix.
Oh, that would be perfect. That's not that far, is it?
Come with me. I feel like the 3 of us should go. I was looking up groups of 3 tickets in case you wanted to come.
Oh yeah, let me look at the calendar. I would totally go.
Can we try? Then we can split the hotel.
Now the reason I would not that I'm a Backstreet fan. I mean, the people watching and the show.
And it looks cool. And then the whole lore of like,
because it's at that thing. It's at that
the Sphere.
Yeah, that thing. I saw it on TikTok last night, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, that does look kind of fun. Like I could legit dork out."
So cool. Look, I feel like, if they stop me at the border and say we need that $1,200 you owe for taxes, I'll just give it to them. I guess.
Just hand over. You just take your Backstreet ticket and you just slide it.
I'll just carry that in cash, just ready to pay someone off. But I don't know the hotel.
Okay.
I literally just looked on Expedia. If someone can set this trip up for me, do it, and I'll be forever fucking grateful. If you can get it for me for like $1,000, that would be amazing. And then also do it for Jodie and John. John can drive them.
Yeah. Oh, we could. You know, that'd be so much fun if we all stayed in the same room.
I feel like I would be buzzing, and then we would all go home and sleep for like a week straight.
No, you guys would probably hate me because I will default to like mom on vacation and be the worst.
We're both grown adults, but also like I think that me and John's personalities are both.
I did get that comment from one of the guys this week, and I was like, okay, so you guys know what train you're going back? He's like, yeah, we're pretty good at international travel, mom. And I'm like, oh God, sorry. Like,
see, I
forget like my kids are no-getters and don't know how to do anything.
I think that it would be 4 days of you asking me and John if we're mad at you, and we're both like, no.
As I'm Lysol wiping the did you guys touch this? Don't touch it. Amanda, don't touch the remote. God, she's licking the remote, John. John, she's licking it.
All right. They have a cool Wizard of Oz thing right now. At the Sphere. Anyway, okay.
Well, listen, Amanda, have you heard of this show, Building the Band?
No, but is that AJ?
It is it is AJ. AJ is 90% of the show, but it's 90% of the show of watching AJ looking at a fake screen. They're shooting him from this side, and he's like, hey, guy. Okay, I'm AJ. This is what you see. Hey, guys, you know who it is, AJ. Allison, you ready to build the band? Okay. Then Allison. So basically what this show is, like, this is again, like they're trying to combine shows. It is Love is Blind meets the what's the turnaround one? The turnaround singing thing?
The Voice.
The Voice. Okay. It's like this. So the concept is, and this is kind of weird now because Liam Payne is one of the judges and he passed away.
Oh, God.
So right at the top, AJ's like, you'll be seeing Liam here. He was an inspirational, blah, blah, blah. We also have your favorite, Nicole Scherzinger, who is portrayed as a robot with a wax face that sort of resembles Nicole. She kind of looks like you, a little bit like me, whatever this robot that they have walking out. And you know her, Kelly Rowland on the right. She's pointing at you. She knows. Yeah.
You know what? So all three of the what's the band she was in called? Oh, Destiny. All three Destiny's Child are working right now because she's got that, and then Michelle Williams is on Broadway and Death Becomes Her.
Ooh.
And she's fabulous.
Really? Yeah. Okay, well, this show, what they do is a person goes in, there's 50 contestants who are all singers who want to build a band.
Yeah.
They can have 3 to 5 people in their group. This show is so up your alley, Amanda. So each person has to go up, they sing. Okay, so like I'm in my little Love is Blind pod, and I hear a voice. And you're like, hi, I'm Amanda. I'm going to be singing my favorite song for my inspiration, and I hope you like it too. Wake me up inside. Okay. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I want this girl in my group. Yeah. And I hit my thing and I vote for you. I get 10 votes. Okay. I can decide, do I want an all-girl band? Do I want a mixed band? I don't know. But in the end, like some people, you have to get at least 5 people to vote for you. If they don't vote for you, you're off. Then at the end, you have like a bunch of people. You have to pair off to make your own band. Then the band is going to they then see each other when they then form a band. I'm going to jump ahead. So what this ends up being, it's like 4 girls are going to be a girl band, and they like open up the first thing. The first girl comes out and she's like, if you want, second things opens up. She gets to see like the second person in her group. Then there's 4 people
fun, actually.
Except, oh God, yes, Sally says there's a terrible white rapper on that show, and I love her from Instagram. So yeah, there's a white girl, and she's like, oh, and I can rap. Shooting some bebop outside of the school when a couple of guys that were up to no good. It's like, so anyway, all that said, when 4 guys come out and start singing to each other, 4 guys are like, bro, I love singing. Like, I love soul R&B, bro. And they have to come out. It's just really great to see men be so awkward in like having to look another man in the eye. They are all so awkward. They're all like, all the men just start laughing because they just can't handle it. That is,
it's too gay to look at each other. It's funny.
I was gonna say the gay men are like, whoa, like they're getting into it, and the straight ones are like, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be terrible. But Amanda, you have to listen to this
What
because some of
channel
these
is
people
this
go up
on?
there. Oh gosh, you guys remind me. I think it is on Hulu. I want to say
Okay.
Hulu.
Well, you know what? I can Google.
You're gonna love it though. You will absolutely love it. And there's a super villain that they're building up. She's gonna be where they pick up on episode 2, Allison. Allison
Oh, there's only
is
been one
blonde.
episode.
There's only one episode. Oh no, there's
Okay.
4 episodes. There's 4 episodes so far, but
Oh.
they do like 4. Oh no, so it's Netflix then. 4.
Okay. Oh yeah.
There's super villain Allison, who has made her face, her hair, and her body look exactly like Ariana Grande, except she's blonde. And she doesn't look like Ariana Grande. She makes her contouring look like Ariana Grande. So check it out. Apparently no one's watching this. It's really good. And you should check it out. And then go to the Backstreet Boys concert, which
No, we need to plan that. Would you actually go to that though?
I'd have to see how much money it is to like fly out there and all that kind of stuff, but I would definitely consider it.
We could take it out of our next the bank. Oh my god, can you imagine the issues with our bank if I cross the border and now we're both using the account?
Okay. Do you
No,
want
we're
to
not
know
going.
how I know it is not us and it's BMO who like with never once have they like gotten it really right. I walked into PNC. I need to change my last name. I know, like, when I had to do it before with another babe, it was like a whole thing. And she's like, is your license? Okay. And it was a picture of my marriage certificate on my phone. She's like, okay, you want me to change your address too? And just, we'll send you new checks. And I was like, and this was at like the person who stands like when you walk in the door. I didn't even have to go to a teller to do this. I was
That's
like,
like
hey.
the DMV in Canada. The DMV here is like you take a number and then they immediately call it and it's done. You're in and out.
The DMV actually,
you're in and out in 15
it's like
minutes.
DoorDash. They come to your house.
Yeah. And there's DMVs
Mm.
all over the place. Like there's one like within like a kilometer of everyone's house.
Wait, you mean
Dream.
not one within like 65 miles?
No, that's right. The one in New York is like in Queens, like by like City Field.
Is this heaven? No, it's Canada.
It's Canada. All right. Well, I saw some stuff this week.
You sure did.
Oh no,
Sorry
no,
about
no.
that.
Next is the big gossip of the day.
Yeah, what is this?
Let me write
I've
this down.
heard there is something, but I truly have zero idea. All I know is
Now,
something
I
involved.
heard this news on Cara Berry's podcast. I was listening to
Wait,
her
who's
Valley-
that? I know it's Scheana. Who's the dude?
Brock. His hair is blonde now.
Wait, Brock is Sheena's daughter's dad.
Summer Moon. Yeah. Do you know that he has a daughter named Winter's Sun? One of the ones that he abandoned in Australia.
Oh, okay. I met him in my
charge against him in Australia, but I'm sure he won't do it to Scheana. Anyway, he's changed. So I'm listening to Cara Berry, and in the middle of it, I wrote
it's because his ex is just psycho. Ex-wives and ex-girlfriends,
crazy.
they're always, it's their fault.
Also, the 2 kids, it's up to the 2 kids when they want to be in contact with him, and they both, who are both young, have said no, not yet.
Yeah.
So Cara,
It must be the mom tainting their minds.
Always. In the middle of the Valley recap, she's like, okay, so I have this, I guess Sheena's book came out this week. Either it came out or she released this segment. And
Wait,
it was, and Cara
Scheana can't even, I doubt she has even read a book in her life.
It's definitely written by a ghostwriter, but it does seem like she did, these are like her, the way these sentences are written, I know, I can guarantee you she was just sitting with this ghostwriter, like word vomiting this whole story out. But in this segment, and Kara reads the whole thing, so everyone just listen to her most recent Valley recap, and it says it in the show notes about like how everyone thought that Raquel, after Scandival, everyone thought that Raquel, there were rumors that Raquel and Brock had also fucked. So that caused a rift in their marriage. There's so much more to this. By the way, guys, this is going to be one of the topics me and John really break down on Wednesday. So if you want this in more detail, come on over to our last live roundup. So that happened. So then that got deep. She's like, I knew that Brock would never do that to me. But then I guess like, and she's going through all like this.
Wait, can I ask you? So when did she hear that rumor about Brock and Raquel?
That was just out in the news. It was like during Scandival, people were like,
"Oh, okay." So back then,
news was like, "Oh, she's also hooking up with Brock." So then she's mad at
Costa. Like recommends the best books, and he's like, "I think I'll give Scheana's book a pass."
Actually, I'd love to hear you recap Scheana's book. My God, she says
it would burn in your hand, Costa. You'd be like, "Oh God."
Honestly, I need to get a copy of this thing. I feel like this is the only juicy part. But anyway, she was a total. All last season, she was making this big scene about like she has this high anxiety. She's mad at Ariana because Ariana's not being real and she's not putting her whole life out there and having boundaries. And so she's like, well, no, this is our job and now nobody wants and so there's all that out there. And then she's also saying that her anxiety is bad and she's mad at Sandoval because Sandoval has shown her that any man will cheat. And so she's worried that Brock might cheat on her, and that's Sandoval's fault now. What? So that's the whole storyline of the very last season.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to say a man-hating thing. I just, like, that sounds like something like a man would say to you. Like, well, I cheated on you because you would be mad if I told you that I wanted to. So that's why I did it and didn't tell you. It's your fault.
So in this excerpt, she's sitting on the couch with Brock, and this is in bliss, just bliss. And he turns her and he's like, I've got something to tell you. He's Australian. And he goes, and she's like, what? And then it's like, in that moment, my heart started to pound. Because I mean, I can't even imagine too, like, because she does have diagnosed.
On camera, like, he's doing this?
No.
She's telling us on camera that's what he did.
Yeah, she kept this whole thing from the audience until this book, until the Valley might not come back, and like she's not really like this is definitely planned. I respect it. I respect her dropping it now because literally she's so irrelevant right now. I can see why this is being done. Completely throwing your husband under the bus, by the way, which she also did with her first husband Shay when she like outed him. She said that she invited him over. I'm sorry, I'm like on like an OCD rant here, but she invited her first husband over to make up with him and then he showed up and the cameras were there and then she served him with divorce papers. So this is how this is kind of a very Scheana-esque thing to do.
Wait, and he's an addict, right? Or like he had an issue. Okay.
Yeah, she's like, why can't you just drink one drink? You're like, it's not fun to be married to somebody who can't drink. Just have like a couple, okay? Because it's that easy. Okay, so she's sitting there and he goes, he tells her that he had an affair with someone, an old friend of his that he used to date, and then he saw her again at the gym. And she goes, oh, when was this? And he goes, while you were pregnant. She said, was it just once? And he goes, no, it was a full-fledged affair. And that's what happened. They're still together though, by the way. And she railed on Ariana the entire season. That Ariana
and this one, how old is her daughter's like what?
3, 4,
5 or something like that.
Baby. So 5, yeah. COVID. That's fun.
Oh, 5 years ago I did it. But nothing since then, I'm so sure, before or after.
I'm sure he won't do it again.
One-off thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that gym person may or may not be Raquel.
It's definitely not Raquel.
That was another time.
But then he said to her, I'm scared. I was going to keep it a secret from you for your sake, of course. But then the Raquel stuff started coming out. And I was nervous that this might come out too.
Might happen to me.
Oh,
Amanda. Like, okay, we had like the women's Me Too. Now this is the man's Me Too.
Yeah.
It happened to Sandoval that he got caught cheating. So #Me Too. But he's a good guy because he told her.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure he cheated on the
You can't be upset with me. I told you. I'm being honest with you. So
I got out in front of it. I got out in front of it before it humiliated you. I will say,
but you know what though? You know what he should have said? That maybe Scheana would have received in a different way than I received it when, it was really that happened. He should have just said, no, they're friends.
We're just friends.
I need friends. Like I can have friends too.
Well, no, he literally was like, no, we had a full affair. And then there was like a rumor that also came out that like Scheana got to take a hall pass and then she did take it, but then that got rescinded or whatever. But anyway, the also
sounds like a healthy relationship.
I'm sure it'll work out. I mean, from the beginning, you could tell it was going to work out when, it came out that there's a domestic violence charge against him for slapping his wife. He owed back child support in the amount of several, like thousands of dollars. What else? What does
he do here? Nothing. Or is he just like
never had a job? Needs a green card. Well, they had to get married because they needed a green card. So obviously, I'm going to marry him.
I saw that in one of the Sandoval episodes. And she's like, "Oh, you're here for my bachelorette or something, but we're actually legally married already."
Oh yeah, and they're like,
"That was him." Cool.
Yeah, that guy. So anyway, I'm sure he'll never do it again. And great. I think.
Well, the good thing is, summer moon and winter sun can decide what they think of their dad on their own, because they'll be able to like research, watch video. That's the good thing.
By the way, Winter Sun is the original baby, and then Scheana got to plan her C-section. She chose the birthday of Winter Sun. She's just a fucking like horrible psycho.
The same birthday as the first?
Yeah, because they thought it would be cute, little homage to the forgotten, abandoned kids.
Imagine your dad leaves your family, marries some other chick, and they choose to have the baby.
It's like Janelle and Cody planning their wedding on Mary's birthday.
Outrageous. Actually, I almost experienced the same thing. My former mother-in-law wanted to have her second wedding on our wedding anniversary
with your wedding dress.
That didn't happen, but she did buy my same wedding dress. So that's cool.
I'm just gonna really quickly tell the cousins that I'm gonna be like over a little bit. All right. Can you just talk to the people for 1 second?
Yeah, perfect. I have something to kind of fill in here. So I was searching for okay. So we are going to be talking about Amanda's going to be talking about a movie here in just a little bit. And I got some photos for it. And while I was looking for the photos, I'm going to share this with you because I just thought it was really funny. I was looking for something regarding Caleb Brush and Madison. And when I was looking for it, this came up and I just thought it was like really funny because I was like, oh, our pick me, choose me, love me thumbnail. And our thumbnail from Madison's The Longest Labor episode showed up in the search. And I just thought it was really funny and made me laugh. Choose me, love me.
I'm here. I peed, but then George was in the bathroom, so I thought I'd bring George in to say hello to everyone.
I haven't seen George in forever. George, you're still alive.
He is. He's
Remember, you're my favorite.
I know he's
Georgie.
He's aloof.
Hi, Georgie. Oh, Georgie,
he's just an old man. He's just an old little man. All right, we're gonna put him down now. Okay, I have other things.
But I'm really wanting to go to that Backstreet concert now. I can't get it off my mind.
No, I'm like on one here. Okay. What else? Okay, so I saw some movies, and now I have to go to movies every week for the podcast. George is leaving. For me and John's podcast. Oh God, I just snatched his tail at the door. I'm sorry, George.
What happened? Is he alive?
He's fine. Everyone's fine. Okay, so I also wanted to tell you this about this movie thing. I do have to go every week to a new release. Me and John are going to try doing that for like, we're going to just have like little segments. Anyway, now I went to Stage West. I didn't tell the Stage West story. I went back to Stage West.
Yes, you sent me a picture of it like in the midst of my weekend. I was like, oh, yes.
I went back to Stage West, which is the restaurant that I so famously walked out on when it was just, I was so in the weeds and I was like calling it. No one recognized me. I didn't recognize anyone either. The turnover there must be wild. But the show was great. But my little cousin Alice, who now goes by Aster, it's a rough situation there. Their stepmom is the one that accused me of giving their baby COVID.
Got it. Got it.
This is all lore from years ago on the podcast. Anyway, fucking nightmare, this stepmom. So I have decided to take them under my wing, and I'm going to treat them to a movie with me every.
That is so on euphoric brand high that you have going on at your house. I love this.
It is. And Debbie's like, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to get the pronouns right. And I was like, Debbie, I'm like, you'll get it, but it is a little work in progress. You just got to rewire your brain. But Debbie's super into it. Of course, the stepmom and my cousin are like, no. You're a girl.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I'm going to take them with me each week, a little movie date. So it's me
that
I'm going to have a child around me. I'm a
How old?
influence. Female in what? 13, 14.
Oh, okay. So you're like so fucking cool.
Oh yeah. I'm like not gonna be a good.
Seriously, why did I move there? Like Paige could be your assistant. I could bring her to movies.
I would love it. Okay, so anyway, I saw a couple movies here. First one I saw was this one I saw yesterday. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this here, but the Pirate Bay. There's a really good version on there. So I've heard HD quality of Superman, which I never thought I would ever watch something like this.
Really? Amanda, I'm pretty sure you did watch something like this. In fact, when you were gone, I was telling everyone that I saw that on your list. I saw Superman. I was like, what is Amanda up to?
Oh, is this what you're talking
I think I know. Amanda's getting a little hot for some Caleb Brush.
No one holds a candle to Caleb in the
Because as you know, yes, when Madison gave birth, Caleb infamously wore a Superman swimsuit. So Amanda, I was telling everyone, I was searching for the episode to try to find a screenshot of Caleb in his swimsuit. And when I did, look what came up. 2 of our episodes, the Mary Pick Me and the Longest Labor. Now, I was not able to find the exact swimsuit that Caleb Rush wore to honor the movie that you are now watching. Close, though, was this one. This is now a little boy.
Me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're about to be more uncomfortable because as I saved that photo, I see on the whatever swimsuit website I'm on, it says 25 other people are also looking at this item. And then I was like, I feel like I'm about to slip into the dark web. So I get my search going. I think I found it. This is pretty close to Caleb Rush's shirt.
Yeah, it's definitely a swimmy shirt. It's definitely like
it is a waterproof. It doesn't have the muscle.
It doesn't have the muscles. He has his own muscles.
Yeah, he doesn't have 6-pack abs. But I found, Amanda, these are the exact shorts and they are on eBay. These are the swim shorts. Because it was like a carpenter style. See that little pocket on the other side? And I just thought this was close and funny. And that's all. Okay, so tell us about Superman. How was it?
Okay. I loved it. It's only 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's funny. I could follow the story at any given time. Like I could at least tell you kind of what was going on. And there's a whole, there was this dog in it who was CGI'd the whole time, which bothered me. But then the dog kind of went through some distress a couple times. So I was happy that it was CGI. It never made any whimpering noises. That's another thing. I can't hear a dog whimper or be in pain, but you never hear that. But the dog, they just talk about it being tortured, but it's fine. It's fine. It's also CGI. Anyway.
Who plays Superman? Who is this guy?
I don't fucking know.
Why don't they do more flattering briefs? Like, what is that?
He was very good. And then the bad guy is, I didn't write. Look, me and John are also going to break this down on Wednesday, but the bad guy I thought was such a great casting. He's the little boy from About a Boy, who I was genuinely sure.
Little old man boy.
I thought it was Freddie Highmore, who's from like Bates Motel. They have the exact same face. But anyway, he was great as Lex Luthor. The dog, the dog was weaved into the story in such a funny way. And it kind of like brought it all the way back. And then at the end of the movie, they tease the next movie and the dog brings it all together. The dog is kind of like a bad dog. And he keeps talking about that the whole time. He's like, yeah, the dog isn't even very well behaved. I need to get that dog back. I loved it. I mean, if you guys just want like a cute summer movie, like this is great. Bring your kids.
Okay.
It's
I
funny.
like it.
Yes, I really do. I think just to
Really?
sit down, you have your popcorn, you watch, like this is a perfect summer romp. Speaking of summer
Okay.
romps, I also saw last week, which I didn't talk about, was Jurassic World. I think I might actually go back and see this again. I love
Really?
so much.
Okay,
Yes,
hold on.
it
Is
was
Chris
so much
Pratt in
fun.
it?
He's not in it. You know who Chris Pratt is replaced with? Jonathan Bailey in these glasses. And this is what the Movies That Made Us Gay podcast referred to these as Jonathan Bailey in those slutty little glasses. And
Oh yeah, I was gonna say he knows what he's doing with those.
He's in a harness for a whole bunch of the movie. A harness. Close up crotch shots of him in a harness. It was so good. This movie was less than 2 hours, I think. It was
I like that.
In and out. It chugged along. They show you at the very beginning, they tell you what the storyline is. These are the 3 things we need to get. Now we're off to the island and it's action sequence. Okay, now we're gonna relax. Action sequence.
So pretty much it's made for adult onset ADHD, which
yes,
I'm getting officially tested for tomorrow. My psych was like, we're gonna need to should do that formally. I'm like,
I don't need to be tested, I promise. But I love both of these movies.
Which one first? I want to see one this week. Which one first?
I would maybe not. Well, no, if you have really young kids, I wouldn't take them to Jurassic World because like the big bad
kids, babe.
Okay, well, I would maybe I'd see Jurassic World first. I liked Jurassic World more. The scariest dinosaur in that is really scary. Like if I was a kid, it would definitely make me cry.
Okay.
Like it was really scary, and it was also
okay. Maybe I don't want to do that. Okay,
but Superman is one that you can take your like whole family to, and everyone will have a good time. And you know who's in it? Beck Bennett's in it. From SNL.
Okay.
And everyone, like, I guess there was an interview I saw recently where people were asking, like, who's the cast member you miss the most? And like 100% of the people were like, Beck Bennett.
I love that.
Yeah. So then I also watched The Hours, which I just kind of want to give flowers to this movie because
is this the first time you've ever seen this?
No, I watch it like once a year. I should have put this in our rewatchable thing. That nose is really wearing Nicole Kidman. Horrible choice to have her in that nose. But I just really want to talk about, me and Nick were talking about this, Meryl Streep in this movie. I recently just watched her in Death Becomes Her and was blown away by how good she was. Like just noticeably awesome. And then this movie, she's not even doing anything like wild and crazy. She's just a woman, like a chick that lives in New York, a lesbian. And just her work. I was saying to Nick, I'm like, I know it sounds silly to say that Meryl Streep is kind of slept on. Yeah. But I feel like people take for granted how good she is. And she's just really, every time I watch her in something, it's just noticeable how good she is at acting. And The Hours, it's about depression. Love that. Lesbians. Also love that. A little bit of suicide mixed in there. Actually, a lot of suicide mixed in there.
Scary stuff.
It's also kind of funny. Allison Janney is in it. Like Toni Collette's in it. The cast is crazy good. Jeff Daniels shows up at some point. He plays a gay man.
I probably haven't seen that in like, oh God, I don't know, 15, 20 years. Like it's been a long.
I would do a rewatch on it. It's great. And the score is done by Philip Glass and the score is so good. I almost want to like download the score to just like have on when I'm in an anxiety trip. I almost kind of want to put that on to almost like just sit in the anxiety trip for a second.
Or just take a walk by yourself.
Yeah, because it's very like dun, 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 but sometimes you just want to sit in it for a second. So.
Oh, speaking of, wait, you just made that sound. I have a question. This came up over the weekend. Do you know the popcorn song?
Probably not. What is it?
Okay, let me just sing it to you. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay, when you think of that, what time in your life was that? How old were you?
Middle
when that was like
school?
fuck. Damn it. Like I was convinced. I know myself personally have never heard that song until I was teaching, like in the early 2000s.
Oh, well, maybe it was.
And I was talking to someone, they're like, oh, remember the same thing you said? They're like, yeah, remember like middle school, you'd be like, dun, and they're like, dun, 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 like with your feet. And I'm like, no, that didn't exist until 20 years later.
It says,
let me know in the comments.
Sorry, I'm messaging with the cousin's mom to be like, I'll send them back at 12:45.
Amanda,
Yeah.
you know that you are babysitting for this woman. She is supposed to be watching her niece. She's supposed to be watching her niece. She's at your house.
Whatever.
Sorry, they don't think it hear us.
They're keeping the dogs quiet. Okay, here's what else. Oh, okay, ready? Now, this is our last order of business before Browntown. All right, ready? We got a little bumper for it. You ready? Uh-oh, look out! We got an Amber Alert up in the house. I made that. It's like really shitty about
That's my first time seeing it. I was like, you can watch it. I'm like, no.
I'm like, it's not good.
The best part was that it was a different kind of alarm, but I like it.
I couldn't.
Like,
well, I had to do free.
It sounds more high tech, like a federal alert is coming on your phone.
For foghorn. I was looking for like a bunch of signs, but you had to pay for them, and I'm not paying for it. I also sidestepped the Canva. You have to like pay to download it, but I just did a screenshot of it, then uploaded that. So
great.
Sorry. Okay. Here's big teen mom news. So Mackenzie. Oh wait, let me put up a teen mom thing here. Teen mom next chapter is apparently done, which actually kind of feels weird. It's like weird, but like, where were they going from? And I honestly do think that they're nervous that like the younger kid. Well, I think that they are teasing, or like they're maybe trying to develop a show with the younger kids, because they were really letting all the like Leah and Allie and Aaliyah have their own like segment. So I feel like they're gonna do like
and all of us were like, do we have to like watch them learn about tampons and shaving their legs?
I did enjoy watching Curly Allie as Teen Mom Trash Talk, just like completely hate Leah, openly despise her own mother. So that was good. But Mackenzie, if anyone remembers this lovely chick, Ryan's ex-wife.
Dear Macy, you knew
that one.
Ryan was an addict for 1 year, 2 months, 3 weeks, 6 days, 14 hours and 3 minutes, and you did nothing.
Our long national nightmare is over, says Mentisha. Yes. I mean, we'll see, but people have been kind of teasing it, and people have been like wondering if it's probably ending soon, because Caitlin and Tyler are starting to kind of, everyone's getting a podcast. Like Macy just started that true crime podcast with her friend. Kate and Tyler podcast.
Okay.
All this shit. And
it'll be like Mary's. Or no, I'm sorry, like Meghan Markle's podcast.
Oh, well, also Mary's, like we got that coming up in Browntown. But this seems to be more definitive that Mackenzie, I guess, is trying to, Ryan is asking to reduce his child support payment to his ex Mackenzie, who, if anyone doesn't remember, he completely trashed her house to within unsalvageable. And I feel like people really forget that. And I don't think that I don't really care if he's sober now.
That level of hate, like knowing your kids also live in that house. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he, not saying this is better, but it's not like he like keyed her car.
No,
like, this is where your children live.
Inch of that house, like just like,
and all of their things, their bedding, like their beds, their everything.
I'm not saying I don't care that he's sober. I think that's great that he's sober. However, like that doesn't really like make it right. That like it's not. I don't forgive you for that. If I was like,
hopefully he's making his amends and working through his process.
Is there an amends for that? I don't know if I could ever forgive that person. Is more what I'm saying. But anyway, so he. Yeah. Looks like it probably is over. It really went out with a whisper, didn't it?
Yeah, that's why I was like, even looking it up or like going on TikTok, like people were just repeating the same statement because it was just like one thing that. Oh,
and then Amber will say it every so often, like on one of her many lives.
Amby. Oh, yeah. Amby.
She'll say, well, that fucking show is canceled anyway, so fuck you. Anyway, that's the teen mom news. I mean, it's kind of sad to see it go. But
so basically what Ryan is saying is like, I'm not working anymore. Yeah. So I'm not making whatever. Well, what were they? Do you know what they were making teen mom money?
I don't know. But I mean, he's like a first episode cast member. He was Macy was the first episode of 16 and Pregnant ever.
I mean, let's say he's making for his minimal appearance $100,000. I know I'm just using an easy number.
Probably.
He's like, yep, not making that anymore. So gonna have to reduce that one to.
Yeah.
Do we know if he has a job now? He has like a whole new family, right?
Yeah, Amanda, who he met in rehab.
Okay.
They went to high school with Macy together. It's a whole thing.
And I'm guessing he has reproduced with her too.
Yeah. It's great.
Great. So how many bio kids does he have? He's got Bentley.
2 with Mackenzie, and then this new one, which we're supposed to celebrate, I guess. I'm sure this new one will turn out great. Let's look. Let's have
Dr. Drew
minutes.
Macy. I think you should give him a chance.
I think he's doing really great. I'm gonna get us into Browntown because we got 15 minutes and we're blast diarrhea all over this 15 minutes. Let's go.
Browntown. Everything's waiting for poo.
I want to say hi to my surro dads and surro gal if they're tuning in today, because I was trying to sidestep the podcast talk and they're really looking into it. So, hey.
Yeah. Okay. We got Christine one thing, but Christine's on a book tour. She's coming to Chicago, Jodie.
Man, yeah, you don't think I've looked into this? So here's the thing. She says Anderson's Bookshop, Chicago, Illinois. It's not Chicago, babe. It's Naperville. Yes, you all. She's in Naperville.
Oh my God.
That was literally a mile and a half, like door to door from my old house. A mile and a half, maybe. And I'm so fucking pissed. So I am going to see if like I can get myself down there for it. The only thing is like, it's 7 o'clock at night. It's kind of late.
It is late.
Like I'm not sure. I'm serious. I'm like 7 p.m.
Oh, she'll have energy.
I'm in my like first pajamas by 5. Yeah. Yeah. But what are you going to do with this? Are you going to do audiobook or hardcover?
Well,
I know we both need cover, but are you also going to do the audio, you think?
I'm definitely going to get the audiobook. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear her tell those stories. Okay. So that's Christine. Now let's move on to Meri.
I don't have a door-to-door.
I got a notification that it was Friday with Friends time. And so I clicked into it on my phone. And this was literally the first 4 seconds that I clicked into for 4 seconds, got right, took 2 screenshots, got out. These are the 4 seconds.
Oh, no. What?
Just
okay. What you couldn't see if you're listening is Meri, throwing her body back and forth in laughter. They're having so much fun.
This was like, I got a notification, Meri is live. So nothing could have even happened up until this point to elicit that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wait, can I please address this? Rebecca asked Jodie, do you have a hair salon you miss back at your old place to make the journey worth it? Yes, please. I am on a hair journey here in Madison trying to find someone that I love, and maybe one, but I went to the same person for over 20 years. She's fucking amazing. She now owns like a salon downtown and in Naperville. She's really hard to get into. Like I would even have to book, like I was probably like her oldest client. I have to book forever, but go to anyone at Reflection Salon. It's with a K. So like instead, like Reflection with a K instead of a C. Katie, the owner, amazing, but everyone like trains under her. She's everything. So either Reflection Salon in Chicago or Reflection in Naperville. Thank you for asking. And I just want to like throw her name out there because she's amazing and she deserves it and she's amazing. I'm so sorry, Amanda, for interrupting. ADHD.
I'm getting
will be medicated.
I'm getting my haircut next weekend. All right, let's go here. We got okay, so this is a whole thing. But I guess Jen's husband has the big C. I think he's getting, what is it, prostate?
Oh no.
Over the past year, the Sullivan family has faced unimaginable challenge. I did not know that her last name was Sullivan. Is she related to Robin? Like, can somebody let us know what that is? Okay. After being diagnosed with sarcoma in 2024, Sean underwent a round of radiation and then 2 major surgeries this past April. His recovery has been long and complicated, filled with setbacks and unexpected medical expenses. Jen has had to step away from work to care for him full time. Then in June, their son John was in a serious bike accident. God, He's probably with Cody.
Oh my God.
Leaving him with multiple injuries and broken bones. This incredible family is deeply loved and respected in our community. Now it's our turn to rally around them, support them like we've already given. Anyways, Meri's holding a thing, like a fundraiser, a bake sale and raffle, and they're doing something where you can buy tickets and go on a bike ride with Jen, and then end up afterward at Lizzie's for breakfast. And I guess Meri's gonna make him breakfast. So that's great. And then also just immediately they got scammed and some fake account came up trying to get the money and shit. So that's fun.
Hey, you know what? We were all laughing at Janelle last week when she had her Instagram. She still got that scam. Her only story, her only little pinned thing on her Instagram. Scam. Oh no. Right. So someone stole their thing saying it was them. Shit.
Yeah. Before I'm going to also play a Salty Birches video, but Meri also posted this morning, and it's like hang on, let me just take this down here. It says, I wish I could visit every weekend. I'm going to have to make a trip, I think. And I guess she was at some expo or something, and it was like the Friendly Fellas farm stand. So she reposted this. I guess she went to Oregon. She met these guys. She reposted this and said, I wish I could visit every weekend. I'm gonna have to make a trip. I think Meri's flirting through this story.
Of course she is.
Oh, okay, you agree.
Yes.
For sure.
Meri met men who talk to her, and she's real excited about a new friend, just like she gets excited about a free falling guy, just like Joelle, just like her two friends in wherever we saw in the season.
This makes me nervous.
And she got the designer. What's his name? Blair, the one who designed.
Yeah. This makes me a little nervous for her.
I wish I could visit every weekend because she's cool like that.
I can so see her uprooting her life and moving to Oregon next week if one of these guys say, or maybe I'm over. Maybe I'm projecting.
Straight. Does she even know?
Let's play a Salty Birches video for you here.
No.
The caption, I can't put it up and then read it at the same time, but I have it on here. It says chaos ensues when somebody shows us around our new recording studio. It's 1 minute long, and the audio, it's like the room audio you're getting, same audio as their actual podcast. So just bear in mind, it's a guy showing them around the room and them being being so inappropriate.
Yeah, so this is the space that we have over here. So we have the other space over there, but this is our main space where we produce most of our podcasts. So it's exclusive for a two-person podcast, person one, person two, or person one, person two. But yeah, it's super simple. We have all of the buttons.
Okay, I'm really super nervous about this setup here.
Yeah.
So there's buttons.
Yeah.
Levers. And I don't like to push buttons.
I will push them all.
She is the massive button pusher. She'll sit here and be like, what does this do? What does this do?
I kind of want to see if it's going to change colors if I push them.
I know, she's wanting to do it right now.
You can go ahead.
Yes, high five. Bro. Yes.
And then it goes back to the Salty Birches thing. That's the end of that segment. I have cracked the code on what the persona that they're trying to release to the world is the persona of, you can't take these broads anywhere. That's what they think we're all thinking.
Because Meri is doing her best. This is perfect timing, Amanda. Meri is doing her best. Jessica Simpson. Is this tuna, or is this fish, or is this chicken?
It's so annoying.
Hey, Mare, you're a grandma. You lived an entire lifetime. You cannot be this stupid.
God, you guys.
I promise you, those buttons don't do anything. He said this is a stage.
That guy wanted to die. That guy broke his sobriety after that.
Yeah, just their microphones for their other podcast episodes.
Yeah,
didn't do anything. That's not doing anything either, babe. It's a stage. They're recording you. You're going there. Also, and Jen's supposed to be the cool girl. She's the cool one. She knows what's hip. She knows what's on fleek, what drips or what Riz is. Bro, high five. And Meri, she's just the ditzy,
going on?
the ditzy blonde over there.
You're like our age. Jen is our age.
Older. Oh,
older.
God. Okay, I wasn't ready for that.
Well, hilarious. Also, you got to think that they probably have hours and hours of footage, and they only push out the really funny stuff. So that made the cut. Let's end with
he
Janelle.
literally said, "You press a button," and they started
He's like,
laughing.
ha 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 ha. Okay, let's end with Janelle. I don't have any Instagram comments for Cody and Robin. Nothing new this week. But you guys are free to go.
Nothing
on
poo
there
this week, yeah.
Yeah, nothing. Okay, Janelle is having the weekend of her life, you guys. First of all, we got Gabe Brown and his girlfriend are in town the last few days. Any opportunity I can get to have as many of the kids around me is a win in my book. We had great coffee and brunch items at Coastal Fog before it was time to head to the airport. So this is Peyton, Gabe, Janelle, Maddie, and Savannah. And they're all having some bougie ass coffee, and I love it.
Living their best lives.
But that's not all. Guys, that's not all Janelle did this weekend. She posted a proper story on Instagram. Like it was only 3 slides long. No, just fucking carry 3 slides long before she forgot she was doing it. But it was like a little story here. So here's the first one. Blueberry picking this morning at Morris Blueberry Farm. So much fun to meet and talk with Shannon. And I filled a flat in 30 minutes. Next slide.
I filled a flat in 30 minutes needs to be on a Janelle shirt. I filled a flat in 30 minutes. Who knew?
Acres and acres of bushes. You're not even ready for this last picture. Growing up in an area where raspberries were pretty much what grew. True confession. I didn't know what a blueberry bush looked like. And then the story's over there. But I mean, it was a great story. And I loved it.
And the caption is right over the top of her head. And just Janelle's face. Her entire face doesn't even fit in the bottom of that frame because she has the camera so close. Caption over her head. And then you just see a bush. God love her. I love her.
It's perfect. She had a great weekend, Janelle. So yeah, here's the story. Blueberry picking, acres and acres of bushes. Oh, whoops. And growing up in raspberries. I mean, she's so no sunglasses.
Oh,
no
bushes.
Probably.
I love being a gal, just out with bushes and bushes everywhere. As far as the eye could see. I love bushes.
Janelle loves a bit of negative space.
To take a photography class, blow her mind.
The what?
Okay. To take a photography class and how to frame a photo and. Whew.
And that's all today. That was a shit show of an episode, but in a good way, I think. I mean, if you had ADHD, you probably followed every bit of that.
I'll have news for you next week. I'm meeting with my psych tomorrow. We're going to go through actually 2 ADHD things.
Oh my God.
One and current. So
I'm excited. And then also, if anyone wants to put together a trip for those dates, the last show of theirs, which is the 24th. Put that together for us.
Wait, you can't go to the last show is going to be insane.
I can go to the Saturday as well, but that weekend.
They're only there until then?
Yeah, isn't that weird? That's why we got to watch this.
I didn't see like a year or two or something.
But I thought maybe it'll get extended. But Brian's having trouble with his voice. So there's that aspect of
Brian
it.
Littrell, whose son was on that show talking about his dad, and he's a total douchebag.
Yeah, and I guess he made some comments where he was trying to get people to leave a beach because he doesn't like trash on the beach. I don't know. There's a lot of controversy, but anyway, I want to go to that show. So somebody get us in there. Okay, we gotta go. I gotta let my assistants leave, and that's it. Anything else, Jodie?
No, that's it. We love you. Hit that like, that thumbs up, subscribe, check out Patreon. We love you. And
and you're all adults. Bye-bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment. And click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.